This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing on second, Sanders. This is Boston looking left side. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I certainly don't mind completions, nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry. But that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Got the completion on the last play, but not the result they wanted, Brock. They've got to convert now on 3rd down. To throw now is Sanders. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. give to Irving to start this drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Working on second down. Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Baker. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On second down, Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long for him here. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Baker to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. That goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
It's second down and 10.
Irving here from the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down well short of the marker. Give him, looks like just about 3 on that completion. That brings up fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He beams one deep right side. He will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ted Hurst, the second score that he has brought in this season. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Browns 0. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
39-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Sanders setting the pass. That hit Arad just in the nick of time. It's enough to break up the catch and bring up 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, in that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now Sanders. It's caught. Fannin has it. There's the shot, but 22 yards given up before it. And it gives the Browns a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Okay, ready?
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Working downfield, and Fannin has it. And he gets home. Touchdown, Browns. Harold Fannin, a 42-yard score. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
So even with the penalty, they're still electing for the point after and a tie game. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through, no problem.
The game at 7.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Gets it to Ibuka on the RPO. There's the hit, and forcing out a play with a gain of about 12. And that is good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Throwing, Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. A massive gain on that humble screen pass. 35 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the
Mayfield set to pass. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
From the red zone now. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. And they're in a tough spot now on this second and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Now Mayfield on second down. Diving for it, and he makes the play. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecca and Buka from 11 yards out. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Here's Sanders now. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First down.
Sanders going to look to throw. Contact is made. He's hit and drops back across midfield to the 44. Elijah Cansey matching last week's effort with that sack. So it'll be second and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Gonna need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack. Sanders back to throw. And can't find a connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, third and long. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop it with the 33. That's Alex Anzalone. And that's going to force fourth down. Quite a ways to go. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Mayfield to throw. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On second down, Mayfield. to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Baker now. Completed left side to Smith. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. That was good for a Tampa Bay first down.
That's good.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Mayfield will look to throw. On a quick slant, it's Hurst. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Baker. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. To throw, Mayfield. That is complete to Hurst outright. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And there it is. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Browns 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. To throw now is Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Sanders throwing on second. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Brings it in at the 13. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here's Baker to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Starts with Judkins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they're going to get there and bring him down. That's just inside the 10-yard line. And that's sack number 1 for the 2nd rounder.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. He's under pressure. Down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Jared Verse. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. That play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. After the sack, Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Hey, we're 33.
Third and long for him here. Headed in the wrong direction again, and he's dropped. Michael Hall. And that brings us up fourth and very, very long. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. To the air, Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working on second down. Sanders. Throw left side. Finds Fannin. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And he got there quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here he is on third and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Along the right sideline, there's space.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Baker now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Here's Mayfield on second. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got fourth and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines. Big fellas, they're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's fourth and goal. Here we go. It's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing from his own end zone. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
A common mentality amongst so many of these pros, Kate, and we hear it a lot, is I want to be part of the solution. I don't want to be a part of the problem, but these interceptions, they're a problem.
Throwing, Baker. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
On second down, Mayfield. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Hurst has another one. And that is a couple for him today. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down. Now Mayfield. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that will set up a Bucs first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Baker now. Cut near the goal line. This might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 Hurst. Second in the game, doubling his season total. Gofflin with the extra points. And lead now 21.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Browns 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wallace with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6.
Touchdown, Browns.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Browns 14. Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it at the 30. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Last week provided these guys their first test of the year. Didn't do too well on that one, but this week they've had a nice response. They're on their way to that first win of the season.
As a team, this is the only correct answer you want from a test, Kate. Showing they can move past a loss really quickly and play to the par, to the standard that they want to play to the next time out. Well done.
14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. That's completed right side. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Sanders going to look to throw. And down he goes on the wrong side of midfield. They got him at the 46. That's Alex Anzalone. And it's going to be 2nd down when we come out of our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Sanders back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Yanti Yabi. And that's going to force 4th down. Quite a ways to go.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's the give to Irving. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down, give to Irving. Play not developing as they had hoped. So that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of
The
2
lead
yards.
looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.